If I'm not going to fill my ceiling full of downlights, how am I going to see in my home? This is the question we get asked so often, and so many of the comments on our Instagram are the same. Now, the thing about light is it doesn't only have to go down. This video is going to help you see how you can transform a space by putting light up on the ceiling, bouncing it off walls, essentially doing anything other than just putting it down in the middle of a room. We're also going to give you a little bit of insight into lumens and how much intensity can and can't actually change a room. It's not just about dimming, it's about where your light actually goes. So the other super important thing to think about in light is not just the colors that we're choosing and the quality of the light we're choosing, but also where we're putting it. You know, light doesn't have to just go down. In fact, there's not really, other than the spotlight that's aimed at my face right now, any directional light going down in this space. And if you glance around, you can see reasonably well. If I turn this circuit on to see how the room sort of looks and feels with a little bit of light on everywhere. Now, it's enough to see. I'm by no means suggesting that this is a finished lighting design and a perfect solution for a room of this size, but it allows you to see how little light you need to just get a feel of a space and get a sense of the edges of the space. So when we look at the behaviour of light, we want to start looking about where the light is going and how that's going to change how my space feels. So we've got a series of renders here. It's a 3 metre by 3 metre by 3 metre box. There's nothing exciting going on in it, and none of those images are a finished lighting design. They are all just a demonstration of what a particular light would do in that space. So we've got a standard low glare downlight shown there. Standard low glare downlight. I have a super bright floor right now and not a lot else going on in my space. My walls are dark, you know, but geez, my carpet looks really good. So that's a 97 CRI light too. And then I have an area light. Now, how different does that look and feel all of a sudden? Again, not necessarily the perfect solution for every space, but it fills everything with light. I can see my walls at least now, so I've got a better sense of my room. And if it was a play area or a garage or something like that, this might be the right sort of light for that space. But it's a bit flat. You know, the wall, let's be honest, it's not the sexiest brick wall ever laid, right? But if I put some interesting light on it, all of a sudden it kind of is, right? So this is useful light, but it's pretty flat. And then I can just throw the light up to the ceiling. Now, in a house, you have the luxury of a complete white ceiling that joins the walls. Here, I've got a couple of little bits of floating ceiling in the middle and I'm trying to bounce my light off it. So in a home environment, that light is filling the space really effectively. But so you can see the difference then of putting up light into a space compared to just putting down light in the space. And this is it. I mean, downlights have their place and they're awesome for function. If I wanted to see what was happening to here, right here, fantastic. If I was sitting on a chair here having a chat to you, a little bit ghoulish, I can go back a bit and then you can see my face and I look like I haven't slept in 6 months. Right? So it's just not ideal for the lounge room. But it's great over a kitchen island because I'm doing a thing there. And this is light for doing a thing. Whereas having light that is up and down and all around, this is light for living and creating interest and texture and making a space feel really welcoming. When we look at different types of behaviour, there's also different intensities of light, right? So to be clear, this downlight is not producing the same volume of light as the uplight, right? There's a lot more light coming out of the uplight to fill that space than is coming out of the downlight. But even if I had a lot more light coming out of the downlight, which I can achieve by doing this magic thing called turning on more lights, right? I now have actually probably a little bit more light coming down than I had going up, you know, by the way of the number of lumens coming out. And I still have a super bright floor, nothing on my walls, and a pretty uninspiring space. So you can see, by making your light bounce off your walls, off your ceiling, or essentially do anything other than just go down, you create a far more interesting space. I hope you find that inspiring. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like. Any comments, pop them down below. And if you're enjoying our channel, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.